What's up, everybody? This is Sunko, the Korean bro. Today is 2022, July 18th, Monday, and let's look at articles, okay? Hmm. What's the trend of stock market? Uh, Today we have an upward trend. Hmm. And what articles do we have on marketbeat.com? UA leader in France to discuss Russian energy alternatives. Okay, Russia is now trying to come up with new alternatives. Hmm. Okay, Nvidia stock is winding up for a record-setting second half. Okay, these stocks will benefit from a stronger dollar. What is it? Hmm. Costco stock is springing back to life. Hmm. Just stringing back to life. Why did State Street stock rally despite weaker earnings? State Street stock rally despite weaker earnings. Okay. Shopify stock may be a bargain at these levels. These stocks will benefit from a stronger dollar. Financial services firm Block stock has fallen minus 59% in 2022. Hold fast, stay with catalyst for future growth tomorrow. What articles? Able Lapstock can be a recession hatch for your portfolio. Okay, this looks like interesting article. Uh, okay. Three stocks to buy ahead of a quarter second earnings. Mm, why invest in high yield dividend stocks? Okay. Mm. Okay, what do we have on Yahoo Finance? Uh, why millennials shouldn't be blamed for soaring inflation? Okay, a lot of people are, um, struggling with high inflation these days. Stock futures jump as the season picks up. Hmm. Russia's Gazprom signals gas supply squeeze for Europe. Goldman Sachs profit nearly halved in second quarter. Russia's Gazprom signals gas supply squeeze for Europe. The job market report shows sharply. U.S. waits more SEC action on crypto. Commerce Secretary talks the future of chips. Forget Apple. Here are two lesser known artificial intelligence stocks to watch. Hmm. And before we go over articles, let's look at the trend of mm, Upstart Holdings, the one that I invested into because I haven't looked at it for a while, and now I wonder what has been up with it, and is it looking good or is it looking bad? Uh, we do have a upward trend tonight, 6.41%. Point of Upstart Holdings tonight is 25.73, and of course, all-time high was 379.68, and now it went all the way down to 25.73, which is way low compared to all-time high. And now its first target estimate is 35.33, which is comparatively low. Um, anyway, okay, now it's going up and down, up and down. It keeps rallying. Hmm. Yeah, I get it. Okay, let's go over articles that I just picked, and after I'm done reading all of the articles that I just picked, I'll just try to find new articles. Okay. Mm. First article that I'm going to read is UAE leader in France to discuss Russian energy alternatives. And now, what I know is that a lot of countries have fierce sanction on Russia, and Russia is like one of the country that exports oil, gas, and the natural stuff, right? And that's where they get money. And like because of a conflict between Ukraine and Russia, um, a lot of people don't like Russia as a result. So a lot of countries try not to import natural stuff from Russia, and at the end, Russia has to come up with something new, right, to get some money. Um, and let's see, French President Emmanuel Macron is hosting the leader of the United Arab Emirates on Monday to ensure energy supplies from the oil-rich Gulf country as Europe prepares for the French President Emmanuel Macron is hosting the leader of the United Arab Emirates on Monday to ensure energy supplies uh, from the oil-rich Gulf country as Europe prepares for the possibility of a total cut off of Russian natural gas in retaliation for sanctions over the war in Ukraine. Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is in Paris on the first state visit to France since he was appointed president of the Western Allied nation of seven Skidoms in May. Skidos. Mohammed has been the nation's de facto leader since 2014 and has built new alliances across the Middle East and Europe. He met with U.S. President Joe Biden over the weekend. France has deep ties to the UAE, and the two leaders have developed a personal relationship. It paid off during Macron's visit to Abu Dhabi last year. It resulted in a 16 billion euro arms deal with the Gulf Ally, the largest ever French weapons contract for export. The leaders will focus on the war in Ukraine and resulting energy supply issues for France and Europe, according to French presidency officials speaking to reporters on condition of anonymity in line with customer policy. Okay. Nvidia stock is winding up for a record-setting second half. Okay, semiconductor giant Nvidia stock is down during the 2022 technology bear market. The leading maker of graphic processor units saw record growth as revenues rose 46.4% in its fiscal quarter first 2023. Data center, which includes artificial intelligence, revenues grew a whopping 83% to $3.75 billion, hitting a new record, as well as gaming growth of 31% with $3.62 billion in sales from the likes of it. The company is operating on all cylinders despite inflationary pressures, supply chain disruptions, and logistics issues. And however, Nvidia lowered its fiscal quarter second 2023 guidance as nearly $500 million of shortfall is related to the Russian war and COVID lockdowns in China. From the metaverse, gaming, and cryptocurrency mining to artificial intelligence and robotics, NVIDIA chips are powering digital transformation and digital innovation forward. The company has $9.3 billion um, in cash. The CEO had stated that they are gearing for the largest wave of new products in its history in the second half of the year. The company also extended its buyback program of up to $15 billion through December 2023. The board said low moving forward, and any reprieve in the Russian war or China lockdowns will bolster top and bottom line bids. Okay, the point is unlike any other companies out there, Nvidia is doing well despite supply chain issues, inflationary pressures. A lot of things are going on, right? So here it goes. The author states we have like on all cylinders Despite inflationary pressures, supply chain disruption, and logistic issues, we have a lot of issues going on. But despite the fact that we have this kind of issues, Nvidia is doing really well. Hmm. Downside guidance, blah blah blah, and okay. These stocks will benefit from a stronger dollar. What kind of stocks will benefit? Let's see. The US dollar continues to head higher as the Federal Reserve increases rates to record levels. The DXY recently hit 107 and is likely to head higher, with other major currencies such as the euro, yen, and pound all facing pressure due to differences in interest rates. American companies should benefit from a stronger dollar as various costs such as raw material, etc., continue to become cheaper. These four stocks will benefit from a stronger dollar. Toyota, Hibet Sports, Target Resources, Apple, or the companies that will benefit from a stronger dollar. Wait, let's read this one more time. Why stronger dollars will have good influences on these companies, I wonder. Had higher as the Federal Reserve increases rates to record levels. DXY recently hit 107 is likely to head higher, with other major currencies such as euro, yen, pound all facing pressure due to differences in interest rates. American companies should benefit from a stronger dollar as various costs such as raw materials, etc., continue to become cheaper. Inflation is unlikely to come down anytime soon, and the US dollar is seen as a currency with the least risk among large developed countries. Okay, which is likely to result in a dollar heading higher for the foreseeable future. Okay, this is where I get hints. Um, Inflation happens, and the one that benefits from a high inflation uh, is nation like the states. Mm. It's um, this U.S. dollar is like the least risk among large developed countries. Here it says, okay, so this the concept I have to get from this article is that when inflation happens, when high inflation happens, the states is like one of the country that has least risk among many countries, I guess. Right. That's one I have to. That's the important fact that I have to um, get from this article. Okay, there you go. Costco stock is springing back to life. Membership based warehouse retailer Costco stock has trimmed its losses to 7.7% on the year. The retail giant operates 830 warehouses worldwide, including the majority 574 locations in the US. It has fared much better than rival consumer retailers Target and Walmart. Consumers are opting to buy food and household items in bulk to mitigate runaway inflation as they look for bargains. Okay, people in this era, people look for people look for um looking to buy like massive items, right? They want to buy items in bulk, right? To mitigate runaway inflation, right? This is similar tailwind to the pandemic stockpiling trend. This is evidenced by the 6.8% rise in traffic and 7.6% rise in average transaction worldwide in its fiscal quarter's third 2022 earnings. Membership grew 6% to 64.4 million households and 116.6 million cardholders in the quarter. Okay, so now it's apparent that people, um, as much as they face high inflation and like supply chain issues, people try to find a way to lower the cost they have to spend on a daily basis, right? Mm. Pressures on consumers has convinced management to hold off on increasing its membership fees. Mm. Shopify stock may be a bargain at these levels. E-commerce infrastructure platform Shopify stock has crumbled a whooping in 2022. The popular commerce platform paved the way for digital transformation by enabling small businesses to set up shop online quickly and efficiently. It also enables them to not just start the business online, but effectively market, finance, and manage the business. Its platform can handle the logistics and payment processing for a full circle, one-stop scalable e-commerce operation solution. Okay, let's look at the price of what was it? Shopify. Wow, the price is now 33. Its all-time high was like 157. That's crazy. It's like one fifth, right? Mm. Mhm. Okay. Anyway, obviously, it's the best timing, uh, right? Mm. The stock had a short rise to $176.29 post-split during the pandemic lockdowns as consumer flocked to online shopping due to lockdowns. Unfortunately, shares came crushing down as the pandemic dissipates and shoppers returned to brick and mortar stores during the Great Reopening. With inflationary pressures, supply chain disruption, and rising interest rates, small businesses are feeling the pinch, which is the majority of Shopify's client base. A recession would impact Shopify's largely small business client base the hardest both in terms of the subscription revenues and its merchant network revenues as consumer spending would tighten. The collapsing share price not only hurts investors but its employees and future talent. The company was expected to give workers a choice of receiving cash and stock for salary compensation in the summer. However, the compensation overall was announced to be delayed until at least September. The continued falling share price would go the opposite way, and improving employee morale. There also poses an issue of dilution for investors, which could further depress the shares. What's the bottom line here? Anyway, it's the best timing, right? Financial service firm Blockstock has fallen. So it has fallen 59%. So what? Financial service firm Block stock has fallen minus 59% for 2022. The e-commerce processing and payments platform subsidiary Square expanded its service through acquisition and integrated them into its widely popular cash and mobile payment service. Hmm. The Bitcoin Lightning Network was added to the Cash app, enabling more access and flexibility to its digital wallets. The company makes a transaction fee as well as the spread for Bitcoin, mm, which accounted for nearly half of its quarter first 2021 revenues when Bitcoin was riding high. Wall Street loved Block over PayPal. during the height of the crypto bull market, but has turned 180 degrees in sentiment. Okay, well, hold on. I'm shedding my tears. Something went inside my eyes. Okay, next one. Abbott Labs stock can be a recession hedge for your portfolio. So, what is Abbott Labs? Diversified global medical science products maker. Medical science products maker. Abbott stock is down modest on the year. Abbott provides full life cycle health medical products from baby formula to nutrition supplement products, chronic disease treatments, and medical devices to generic pharmaceuticals. Healthcare is one of the few recession proof sectors, and Abbott's portfolio of life cycle products enables it to remain stable even during economic downturns. The company generates over $3 billion annually in COVID related products. It also controls nearly 43% of the US baby formula market. The baby formula shortage has accelerated the resumption of Abbott's baby formula plant in Sturgis, Michigan, in July 2022, after being shut down for months due to safety concerns. The Biden administration invoked the Defense Production Act to increase baby formula production, prompting Abbott to collaborate with the FDA in reopening the plant. Okay, Abbott is now doing well. Is the point, right? Um, it's a recession-proof sector, healthcare, medicine, you know, and they also make products for babies, and it's well made, probably, because it's now being sold well. Uh, and okay, next one. Three stocks to buy had a quarter second earnings. What do we have? Pepsi, Fastenal Company, U.S. Bank Corp stock. Okay, next. Well, let's go over to Yahoo Finance. Okay, I'm done with market beat. Why millennials shouldn't be blamed for soaring inflation? Okay, this also applies to Korean, not teenagers, but like 20s, 30s, 30s like me, myself. Uh, let's see. Today's newsletter is by Soder. I'm drinking a cold brew on Saturday morning, and one of our producers shoots over a story in which millennials are blamed for runaway inflation. As a proud millennial, this rubbed me the wrong way. The basic gist of the argument goes as follows. There are a lot of millennials, these folks aged into prime consumption age during the pandemic, and part of this spending is pushing prices higher. More spending, too few goods, up goes inflation. Or so suggested my Econ 101 textbooks. Of course, Twitter is having a field day with the guy's comments. I'm familiar with the investor who made these statements, Bill Schmid of Schmid Capital Management. But these comments quickly had me feeling an urge to rattle off a few things boomers, millennials, and everyone else ought to consider when blaming one generation for our current economic predicaments. And blah, blah, blah. So, what is he trying to say here? As long as that continues, inflation will hang over one's investing life. And that means a more aggressive Federal Reserve, subsequent lower future returns on stocks. We're all in this together, folks. So millennials are not the one to blame, They are not the one who's struggling, right? Not only millennials, but also all age groups, like 50s, 60s, we're all in one uh, we're all in one recession, right? Hmm. Okay, now one Goldman's trading income cushions profit hit from ebbing deals. What is this? Goldman Sachs Group on Monday reported a smaller than expected a 48% slump in second quarter profit, buffered by the strength in its fixed income trading as investors realigned their bets amid market volatility. The shares rose 3.7% as revenue at the global markets unit, which housed Goldman's trading desk, jumped 32% to $6.47 billion. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. The job market is poised short Goldman warns. The U.S. job market is poised for a rapid slowdown as economic growth cools. Goldman Sachs warned in a new report. Slowdown, rapid slowdown. It's going. It's poised for a rapid slowdown. Mm. We continue to expect that a slowing economy will lead the job growth to fall sharply to 150K month in 2022, causing the unemployment rate to gradually rise. Okay. Mm. Jobs report, unemployment rate. Okay. Big tech companies such as Alphabet and Meta have started to delay hiring after years of breakneck growth, pressured in part by declining stock prices. While Tesla and Netflix have recently had rounds of layoffs as their axes hunker down. Hmm. Okay. Big giants are now delaying hiring. Okay, I get that. And now a lot of people are being laid off, right? Hmm. Hmm. Signs of the slowing economy should show up in payroll employment soon. However, since job growth typically tracks economic activity very closely, and statistical estimates imply a front-loaded employment drag, almost had to said it slower activity already appears to be waning on hiring to some extent. Since employment growth slowed more in states where spending softened in May. Okay, so recession is here, right? And unemployment rate will go up, and because and big giant like Apple and Tesla are now laying off some workers and like um, trying to hire less people than last year. It's a apparent trend. Uh, Gensler has to act soon. Congress, Wall Street await more SEC action amid crypto meltdown. We have crypto meltdown. Okay. With crypto platforms going bankrupt and investors unable to withdraw funds from some crypto outfits, Senator Elizabeth Warren is calling on the Securities Exchange Commission to act, SEC to act. Um, it's just like Korea. Korea, a lot of young generation people, and myself, not, but I didn't invest much on crypto. But as far as I know, a lot of youngsters spend a lot of money on stock market and cryptocurrency market, and some goes bankrupt, right? And government is trying to come up with new mm, kind of new things to help them get back to where they were, right? And just like that here, we have SEC in the states. They're probably the one that going that go. They're probably one that will help them survive. I guess Congress needs to act, but the SEC has a responsibility to use its authorities to put guardrails in place and crack down on crypto actors that break the rules. I've been ringing the alarm bell on crypto and the need for stronger rules to protect consumers and financial stability weren't added. Too many crypto firms have been able to scam customers and leave owner investors holding the bag while insiders make off with their money. Okay, people, insiders earn money, but people leave owner investors holding the bag, right? That's a problem. Okay, Hmm. we have rules in place. And where are the Commerce Secretary on future chips? Demand is just going to continue to rise. Okay. One trend this earnings season in the semiconductor industry has sparked murmurs of gluts. At least in some parts of the industry, the results from companies like Micron to Taiwan Semiconductor TSM have led analysts to wonder if cheap companies may be facing a so-called toilet paper moment in the coming months. Chip demand has slowed due to global economic downturn after a year when these companies did everything they could to ramp up production. However, a close observer of the industry in Washington says she isn't worried. When asked about the concerns on Friday, Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo crisply responded, "No, of all things I worry about, that's not what I worry about. Demand is just going to continue to rise." She added about the long term outlook during the Young Finance President conversation this week with Julie Hammond. Hmm. Is currently in the midst of talks with lawmakers to deliver new subsidies to the semiconductor industry that are expressly designed to expand supply further in the years ahead. The new oil. But even as legislation would go supply closer, there are thousands of kinds of chips and different products and such. So it may be that demand in certain areas goes down and demand in other areas goes up. She acknowledged, but the larger picture is that pretty much every company in the world is now closely linked to the digital economy, and you need semiconductors for every technology and anything that's digitalized. Yes, that's for sure. Anything that's digitalized um, needs chip, right? So, okay. Forget Apple. Here are two lesser known artificial intelligence stocks to watch: UiPath, and other one is SoundHound AI. UiPath might not be in the league of the tech behemoth, but this company is hardly a minnow, boasting a market cap of $10.23 billion. UiPath is an automation software specialist and operates in a fairly new segment: robotics processing automation. Yet this is one of the fast growing tech markets around. Last year, Gartner estimate called for a global hyper automation enabling software market to be worth $600 billion by the year. UiPath. Let's look at it. UiPath. Oh, it's on my watch list. Okay. Its revenue keeps going up. Hmm. Okay. Slotting here, UiPath reckons its current worldwide opportunity is worth around $660 billion. The company's software robots can be used by businesses to carry out a variety of tasks that would often be done by humans, such as logging into programs, extracting data from documents, moving folders, filling out forms, updating information, in databases, and many more. As a result, businesses are able to increase operational efficiency while decreasing the amount of mindless, robotic, repetitive work that employees must do. Mm. Like many growing yet unprofitable names, UiPath has suffered in 2022's difficult stock market environment. Shares are down by 56% year to date, yet the company still managed to beat expectations in its latest quarterly report. Hmm. Okay, blah blah blah, and it's doing great. So it's a hidden star, hidden star. Uh, Soundhound AI Sound. The voice assistant industry is no small in the shade. The number of voice assistants expect to reach $8.4 billion by 2025. There are anticipated to be 75 billion IoT devices in existence and an enormous addressable market catering to business, which range from IoT, retail, healthcare, and hospitality to auto enterprise, contact center, and banking. Soundhound AI. Let's see. Soundhound AI. Being at the forefront of the industry, voice AI make market innovator SoundHound could potentially capture a big chunk of the market. The company provides intelligent voice assistant technology to business across the globe. Since uh, since being founded in 2005 by Stanford graduate, it has developed an intricate platform which provides exceptional AI voice interaction and capabilities. This allows for automated conversational services between business and clients. Hmm. There is obviously demand for such products as evidenced by the partnerships the company has secured so far with some of the world's leading brands. These include Mercedes, MasterCard, Hyundai, Pandora, Honda, and Snapchat. SoundHound is new to the stock market and went public via the SPAC route earlier this year. However, since debuting on April 28 with a pro forma equity valuation of minus $2.1 billion, the shares have endured a torrid time. SoundHound is well positioned to become the leader in human computer interaction and the next generation of search monetization with the accelerating demand for voice AI products. Rights in the market where 94% of companies are expected to use voice AI within the next 2 years, and 90% of new vehicles globally are projected to have voice assistants by 2028. SoundHound has created a voice AI platform that exceeds human capabilities and brings value um, through an ecosystem of billions of products enhanced by innovation and monetization opportunities. Okay, here it goes. Let's read this again. Okay, let's repeat this. Voice. Okay, the voice is out there, right? Not many IoT devices that I've used so far uh, is using voice yet, but in the near future, by 2028, a lot of device will have voice, right? And this what was the name of company? Sound Hound. This company has got technology that helps the technology to have IoT, stuff, voice stuff, right? Let's read this again. This is like the important part. SoundHound is well positioned to become the leader in human computer interaction in the next generation of search monetization with accelerating demand for voice AI products, right? In a market where 94% of companies are expected to use voice AI within the next 2 years, And 90% of new vehicles globally are projected to have voice assistants by 2028. SoundHound has created a voice AI platform that exceeds human capabilities and brings value through an ecosystem of billions of products, enhanced by innovation and monetization opportunities. SoundHound AI. Okay. SoundHound AI. SoundHound AI. Wow, wow, wow. Voice artificial intelligence platform that enables businesses across industries to deliver high quality conversation experiences to their customers. Its product includes a Houndify platform that offers a suite of Houndify tools to help brands build conversational voice assistants such as automatic speech recognition, natural language understanding, wake words, custom domains, text to speech, and embedded voice solutions. The company is headquartered in Santa Clara, California. 392 employees. Company profile, soundhound.com. Soundhound.com, okay. Okay, what articles do we have? Let's go down the list and read something more. These are the 5 best stocks to buy and watch now. Big investors sold Apple stock, bought Coinbase, G, Nvidia. Many investors are fleeing the stock market, but some are doubling down. If I lose $15,000, I'm not going to die. Bank of America, Goldman, Boeing, and more stock market movers. Bearish battery stocks you should consider shorting this week. Okay. Snowflake stock to buy or sell amid software sector volatility. U.S. stocks poised to open slightly higher Monday. Cybersecurity stocks buy, sell, and watch amid bear market. Alibaba, JD.com, and other opportunities in the tech rack. Carvana share price down 95% as pandemic peak hits another roadblock. 5G stocks buy and watch as wireless firms move beyond smartphones. Profit falls 32%. Software growth stocks buy, watch or amid notch volatility. Artificial intelligence stocks buy and watch. AI software market booms. Goldman Sachs earnings beats forecast on trading strength. The stock rises sharply. The tech earnings season is about to start. Auto stocks are down. They could be a great recession recovery play. Google, Pear, and Alphabet start trading in split adjusted price. Social Security benefits could rise by double digits. Okay. Interesting article. Watch for the 800-pound gorilla of EV batteries. Okay. Don't buy the hype. Wi-Fi 1 dual full point rate hike. Hey Tesla, you can't bet against EV maker with a new fund. Why have value stocks been doing so well? Fed officials preparing to lift interest rates by another 0.75 percentage point. Warren Buffett doesn't buy real estate. Here's why most investors shouldn't either. Okay. Okay, this is it. Let's go through articles, okay? Hmm. 5 best stocks to buy and watch now. What are the 5 best stocks to watch now? Hmm. North, Rob Grumman, Dollar Tree, Li Auto, Sinus, and AstraZeneca are prime candidates. Buying a stock is easy, but buying the right stock without a time-tested strategy is incredibly hard. So, what are the best stocks to buy now or put on a watch list? Hmm. With inflation worries high and the Federal Reserve tightening rates aggressively, market action has been challenging so far in 2022. Many investors are fleeing the stock market, but some are doubling down. Hmm. Dave Cooper and Samantha Longshore are doing whatever they can to save money, skipping summer vacations and deferring house repairs. Their extra cash will go straight into stocks. To Mr. Cooper and Mr. Long, a market is chance to buy shares on the cheap. If that means navigating an uneven bathroom floor for a while longer, they're okay with it. They expect they won't need the money until retirement. We can theoretically wait out the downturn as long as we need to, as long as we keep our jobs. What's the bottom line here? Oh, yeah, this article is too long. After all, stock markets eventually go up in the long term, and if they don't, the story said, we all have much bigger problems than our investments. Oh, okay, I get it. We'll all have much bigger problems. That makes sense. Mm. Hmm. Bearish battery stocks you should consider shorting this week. What are the 3 stocks that should be considered shorting this week? Pat Penroof cut. Okay. Cybersecurity stocks buy, sell, and watch amid bear market. Hmm. Alibaba G document other opportunities in this tag rank. There are lots of good reasons to not to buy tech stocks right now. And amid a difficult economic environment, the coming earnings season is likely to signal more trouble. But our experienced investors know the time to buy stock is when conditions are at their worst. This is the time to follow the timeless advice of the Hall of Fame outfielder Wee Willie Killer, hidden where they aim. Barons. Carvana share price down 95% since pandemic peak hits another roadblock. The online used car dealer sells customer loans to drive revenue, but rising rates are sapping a key form of financing. Few stocks suffered more after interest rates started rising than online used car seller Carvana. Its shares off 95% since their pandemic peak in August 2021. Carvana share took their latest leg down, falling by a third in June and continuing to decline in July because of a hitch in its strategy. Investor demand cooled for its customer loans and major source of revenue. Hmm. Carvana sells used cars online is famous for its no haggle pricing and glass vending machine towels. More important to its earnings than selling cars is selling the loans it arranges for its customers. More important to its earnings than selling cars is selling the loan. So they not only sell cars, they not only sell used cars, but they also sell loans. Okay. When Carvana makes a car loan to a buyer, car loan, it's not just loan, it's a car loan. It packages it with other loans and sells the debt to investors in a process known as securitization. Investors looking for steady income, such as pension funds and insurers, buy bonds or claim on the customer loan payments. Hmm. The company has been consistently arranging big securitization every quarter. Hmm. That were great when bond yields on safer debt was near zero, but Corona spooked investors when it didn't bring unexpected second quarter securitization of its non-prime loans made to riskier borrowers. So, uh, they not only sell used cars, but they also sell loans. To be exact, it's car loans, and like some of the investors are spooked because car loans that they came up with have not so great results. So worsen the market conditions for securitization add to other problems with the company. So worst environment, right? Worsen the market, worsen the market conditions. Also have great impact on spooked investor. Okay, it pulled back on its pace of growth in May to counter with worsening economic conditions in its own overspending. We're expecting a pretty terrible second quarter in a couple of weeks' time, said Seth Basham, an oil analyst at Wedbush Securities. Carvana will post results on August 4th. The company expects results would clarify and resolve investors' questions in this area. Carvana's spokeswoman said, Carvana has demonstrated consistently profitable loan monetization through a combination of different channels, including the securitization market and whole loan sales to several different investors, she added. Hmm. What's the bottom line here? Has other options for selling its loans, such as private sales and loan buy agreement with financing partner Ally Financial Inc., but the potential gains for Carvana likely will be less than they have been in public markets. Ally has an agreement to buy up to $5 billion Carvana or hmm, okay. Softer growth starts by watch for sell amid nausea volatility. Auto stocks are down. It could be a great recession recovery play. Automobile stocks have gotten hit particularly hard this year, and while it is difficult to know the right time to buy, their eventual rebound is likely to be strong. Auto stocks, General Motors, Ford Motors, Stellantis, and V and Aptiv, which makes parts for cars, okay, APTV, are down 45%, 44, 36, and 45 respectively for the year. Respectively for the year. Okay. This is worse than the S&P 500. Hmm. Google parent Alphabet starts trading at split adjusted price. Okay. Social Security benefits could rise by double digits. Watch for 800-pound gorilla of EV batteries might be the factory in Mexico report says. One last article that I'm going to read is EV battery, CATL. Mm. And then this is it for today, okay? Mm. It's not long article, but it's an interesting article, right? Okay. The electric vehicle battery giant contemporary or Amperex technology might be readying its first plant targeted at supplying North American automakers. Bloomberg reported Sunday that the company, better known as CATL, was likely to build a plant in Mexico to serve North American automakers, including Ford Motor, Tesla. Ford declined to comment, while Tesla and Cap didn't immediately respond to Lee request for comment. CATL, is it? CATL. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and look at it. Yahoo Finance and CATL. Hmm. Contemporary Ampere's technology. Okay. Mexican plant would be a beachhead into the North American EV market, helping CATL defend its dominant position. CATL is the world's largest maker of EV batteries, with a market share of more than 33%, according to SNE Research. It has 10 production facilities, 9 in China and 1 in for Germany. Mexico could be the first for the North American continent. EVs account for a bigger share of the new car sales in China and Europe than in North America. But that is slated to change in coming years as EV models proliferate. Bank of America analyst John Murphy says almost 100 launches of new EV models are planned for North America between 2023 and 2026. That is more than are slated for vehicles powered by gasoline engines. All those EVs will require batteries, right? Hmm. CATL. CATL. Contemporary Ampere's technology. Contemporary. Hmm. Okay, this is it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Okay, bye bye.